in Africa is hosting Live2Lead in Ghana here. Over 1,400 leaders from all sectors of our country have benefited from previous editions of Live2Lead. And in fact, we have reported very positive feedback and had strong commendations on the transforming effect on the lessons that these people have learned in the previous editions. Each year at Live2Lead, we try to focus on sharpening a key element of leadership. Now, we started in 2017, and our focus was to change the mindset of what we see to be leadership, which is seeing leadership as, a flawless, high position to which all benefits flow, to a concept of adding value to the people. Last year, our emphasis was on the lead to have values to underpin our leadership as a critical factor to making progress and transforming the lives of our people. This year, our focus, as you will see from some of the leaflets that you have, is developing leaders for today and tomorrow. Now, I'll talk about this a little shortly, but we're going to focus in this Live2Lead and all the lessons that we're going to have on how to develop leaders this year. Now, for those of you who are new to this event, Live2Lead is a John Maxwell event. It's a John C. Maxwell is reputed to be the #1 leadership expert who have written more books and taught more people leadership than possibly any person in the world. He's taught leaders from almost every country in the world, okay? And this event is held live every year in Atlanta. And we, at CTL, acquired the right to host a simulcast site here. Live2Lead is designed to deliver the best leadership content to inspire and motivate leaders in terms of leaders and the teams to help them connect with other influencers and to expand their business network and relationships. Now, this year, as in other years, Live2Lead is being hosted in over 300 locations across the world and in about 30 countries. And we are happy that Ghana is one of the sites, and we will continue to have Live2Lead, hopefully with your support. Now, Live2Lead has over the years been the summit of international thought leadership that has developed and equipped thousands of leaders across the world, as I mentioned, to lead better and to add more value to their teams. Ladies and gentlemen, in our country, even though we are spending billions of Ghana cedis on our educational system, it is sad to note that the World Bank Group reports that Ghana's human capital index is 0.44, as against the global standard of 0.7. Now, this possibly is an indication that we are not getting the best out of this heavy investment we are making in our educational system, or possibly the system of education that we are running is not giving us the best results. There is no doubt, and I must emphasize, that our educational system has produced great minds. In fact, we have intellectuals and products of our educational system excelling in all spheres of life, both in our country and outside the country, so that we cannot say we have not achieved something. But there are a few questions that we need to reflect. With all the investment, with all the quality that we have, why is it that this is not translating into the quality of leadership and therefore the quality of life of our people? Why do we continue to see the chaos, the poverty, the sickness, and everything else that we see around us? Why are the best trained economists from our institutions not getting a handle on our economy? Why are we still challenged year in and out with our CD dropping, and we don't seem to have a control over our economy? Why are our best trained economists not able to get handle on the economy? Why are our best trained politicians and governance experts not able to steer our country out of this political polarization that we find ourselves? Where are all the great business and financial gurus in the light of the collapse of our financial system and almost a near non-existence of what we call generational businesses? Today, we cannot count so many businesses that have, transcend our generations. Why? Why is our country engulfed in the seeming insecurity with all the big titles and ranks of these qualified security couples? Why is it that little small cases continue to pile up over years in our court system, despite the fact that we have qualified, learned men and women, both at the bench and at the bar? So why do we continue to have our churches turn into businesses to enrich a few people when we have so-called theologian experts all over the place? What is happening to us? Think about every sector of our economy, ladies and gentlemen, and the story is the same. We have, on the one hand, great experts, knowledgeable people, but around us, the center is not holding. As John Maxwell says, everything rises and falls on leadership. And that is the crux of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. It's the quality of leadership we have. And that is what we seek to emphasize and to inculcate into our people. It is our assessment that one of the critical missing factors is the quality of leadership. As a nation, we have not recognized the importance of leadership in the determination of the destinies of our people. Our educational system has nothing on leadership from beginning to the end. You and I may have studied whatever, but throughout our educational system, nobody teaches us how to lead. And then we come out with knowledge in accounting, with knowledge in economics, with knowledge in this and that, and we go to head big organizations in our fields. And there we find ourselves wanting that we don't know how to lead the people, because leadership is about people. No conscious efforts are being made to instill the leadership principles into our people. And we place people into positions, high positions, without any assessment of their leadership abilities. And that is what we've been doing over and over. Friends of the media, technical competence alone is not enough to lead any organization or to lead a business or even to lead a nation. And what we've been doing over the years is to flagrantly violate a fundamental law of leadership, which says leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. So if we've not been effective in managing our economy, if we've not been effective in managing our development, our sanitation, our educational system, it is not because we do not have experts. We have people with the technical competence. The missing link is the quality and the level of leadership ability that these people have. We therefore are today calling on our nation and all our people to begin thinking about bringing this idea of leadership to the fore of our national discourse, and also to begin to inculcate these principles into all levels of our educational curriculum. All of us need a lesson or two on leadership, irrespective of our field of discipline. That is why this year's Live2Lead is focusing on developing leaders for today and tomorrow. Those of us leading today need leadership, and those of us who are coming after us need leadership. Now, there are a number of ways we can use to develop leaders. Number one is training. And of course, I'll add retraining, because a lot of us are trained, but we, as John Maxwell says, we must learn, unlearn, and relearn. Unfortunately, a lot of us have stopped learning since we left school. And a lot of our big leaders have not learned much